If you're into sports, then you're probably into being towed behind a boat. As with any sport, you want to wear and use the proper gear. Know how to perform the sport safely. Water sports normally need 3 people to make them work, and there is always some inherent risk from the tow rope, objects in the water, or taking a hard fall. Take the time to learn proper towing. Communicate with the driver of the boat and the observer and discuss hand signals, towing procedures, speed, and pickup procedures. Always follow safe towing procedures. The term skiing or towing implies you are pulling at least one person behind your boat. This includes pulling skiers, wakeboarders, tubers, kiters, or any other situation where a person is in the water and being pulled by a boat. The person being pulled should always wear a properly fitted life jacket. Have the boat operator shut off the engine before anyone gets out of or into the boat. The swim platform provides a safe entry point into the water. Moving very slowly, position the tow line 90 degrees to the stern and take all of the slack out of the line. The skier now controls the movement of the boat through hand signals. When the skier gives the signal to speed up, the towboat operator quickly accelerates to get the person up and out of the water. Safe towing practices include having a responsible, dedicated observer who is in a position to observe the progress of the skier. Once the skier is up, maintain a minimum of a 200-foot wide ski corridor, 100 feet on either side of the boat. Never operate close to any object on the water. Make wide sweeping turns and slow down when crossing wakes. Keep an eye on the skier using the rear view mirror and listen to the observer. When the skier falls, the observer yells, "Skier down." The operator slows the boat and turns to retrieve the skier. In many states, a skier down flag needs to be flown anytime a skier is in the water. When approaching the skier, proceed at no wake speed, keeping the skier in sight at all times. Maneuver the boat alongside the skier on the same side as the operator, so that the operator can keep an eye on the person in the water at all times throughout the evolution. Once the boat is close to the skier, shut the engine off and let the skier swim to the boat for pickup. Another common water sport is diving or snorkeling. State laws require all persons involved in diving or snorkeling operations to clearly mark the area using either the code Alpha flag or a diver flag. Boat operators should always stay a minimum distance of 100 to 200 feet. Slow down to no wake speed and operate with caution anytime you observe underwater operations. People who fish and hunt from boats need to follow safe boating practices, especially the wearing of a life jacket. Accident risks are high among this group of recreational boaters. Anglers and hunters often don't consider themselves boaters and often pay little attention to learning and observing the safety rules of recreational boating. 1/3 of all boating fatalities involve someone who is hunting, fishing, or on the way to hunt or fish. Many water-based hunting and fishing accidents occur when a hunter reaches for a decoy, or the boat capsizes from an unbalanced load, or a person falls overboard while standing up. All outdoor sports enthusiasts who use a boat need to properly educate themselves in boating fundamentals. Remember, dress for the water temperature, not just the air temperature, and pay particular attention to the capacity plate information so you never overload your boat. When operating in the aquatic environment, remember that boat noise or a boat's wake can easily bother migratory birds, and they may not immediately return to the area, creating a problem for chicks and eggs. Boats easily strike sea turtles and manatees when they come near the surface. Whales, manatees, seals, and dolphins are frequently bothered by boat noise and boat wake. You would never want to create a situation where adults separate from calves, so operate cautiously around marine mammals. From fall to early spring, certain species of marine mammals, including whales, may be encountered in coastal waters. Intentionally approaching marine mammals is prohibited. If you inadvertently encounter a marine mammal, operate cautiously and never approach within 500 yards of a whale, and stay 100 yards from other marine mammals. If animals approach you, place the engine in neutral or maintain your course to move away. Under no conditions should a boat operator disturb marine mammals. Seeing a marine mammal while boating is truly a spectacular sight. In simple terms, aquatic nuisance species, ANS, are aquatic organisms like hydrilla and zebra mussels that have been introduced into new ecosystems throughout North America and are having harmful impacts on the natural resources. ANS multiply when moved to new ecosystems, so before leaving a water system, check your boat and trailer and remove any plants or animals you see. Drain your motor, live well, and bilge on land, not into the water. Never release live bait or aquatic nuisance species from one water system into another. Thoroughly clean your boat and trailer using a mild bleach solution. Mussel larvae must be removed or killed. After cleaning, let dry completely before the next use. Locks are used to move boats from one water level to another. At larger locks, the lock master controls all movement in and out of the locks. Contact the lockmaster and follow the light signals that are displayed at each entrance to the lock. When maneuvering, drive your boat into the lock slowly and cautiously. Once you are settled inside the lock, the gates will close and the water will either rise or fall. As soon as the water in the lock reaches the proper level, the boater releases all mooring lines and exits slowly. Low-head dams, whether man-made or natural structures, can span the entire width of a river and should be avoided in most cases. With strong current flowing near a low-head dam, they are potential drowning machines. Once caught in the downstream side hydraulic, it is nearly impossible to get out. The downstream side of a dam is the most dangerous, as this is where the hydraulic is created. Boats trapped against the downstream side quickly fill with water and capsize, throwing occupants into the dangerous waters. Dams do not need to have a deep drop to create a dangerous backwash. During periods of high water, the backwash problems get worse, and the length of the backwash current is extended downstream. Although low-head dams do not always look dangerous, they can create a life-threatening situation. You should always know the local area, follow warning signs, markers, or buoys, and keep well clear of low-head dams. Communications are a critical but often weak link in search and rescue, commonly called SAR. Boaters in distress have a variety of methods, ranging from sophisticated electronic devices to waving a piece of cloth for alerting the SAR system. Very high-frequency VHF-FM radios are the most common of all maritime communication devices. The Coast Guard monitors VHF-FM channel 16, 24 hours a day. Boaters using cellular phones to communicate a distress call need to call 911. Well, that's the end of the American Boat Operators course. We covered everything from laws to accident prevention, and we're glad to have spent this time with you. We are very confident you have gained some great boating information from this video. But don't stop here. A responsible boat operator will continually seek information on the safe and legal aspects of recreational boating. Advance your boating knowledge by taking additional classes, such as navigation, GPS, engine maintenance, and first aid. The more you know about safe and legal boating, the greater confidence you will have on the water, and the less likely it is you will ever encounter a situation on the water that you can't handle. Please boat safely and enjoy your moments on the water.